This
Welcome to
conference
the
will now
next
be recorded.
session on SAP ABAP. And in the last few classes, we have discussed about the BDC and what exactly the BDC. And with the BDC, we are going to upload the data from non-SAP systems to the SAP systems, and which is used to upload mass data or use data into the SAP, the batch data which we have seen. And so it will process the BDCs will process the data by using screens, and processing means updating the data in the database, guys. That's it. So we are going to update the data into database by using screens, by using BDC. And if you want to do BDC programming, there are some steps which you need to follow. So the steps are, we need to first create a transaction in the record. Suppose if you want to do something, so first you should know how the transaction works. If you doesn't know how the transaction works, you cannot do any BDC programming, guys. And also you need to do in a recording. So how the transaction works, the transaction working, you need to record it into the SHDB transaction, and we have to utilize that recording, and we need to create a program from the recording, guys. And in the program, what we need to do, suppose if you want to upload the file, definitely you need to upload from the presentation, we call it from PC system. So if you want to do that, so you should be having an input parameter to select the file. So design the file by using input parameter. And also, so if you want to get an F4 option, you need to enable an event at selection screen on value request. And if you want to upload the Excel files, you need to use convert Excel to SAP function module. Then we need to declare an internal table BDC data, okay, which is having what kind of fields we will be having in BDC data. We have program, a dyn pro, dyn begin, and field name and field value. So which are used to do a field mapping or screen mapping. And so you need to declare an internal table and work area for the BDC data. And also we are going to do a screen field mapping and process all the records from the internal table, record by record, and map the every record, every field name, every field value into your BDC data structure, guys. So then process record, yeah, we did this. And so there are two ways to do a BDC, guys. One is session method and another one is the call transaction method. The session method will process the data by using sessions. So the sessions will be created in the SM35. We are going to process from the SM35. And to create a session, we need to use a function module BDC open group. To process the data, we use a function module BDC insert. Close the session, we use a BDC close group. And also we have uploaded, okay, we have uploaded the last class the material master details into the SAP. And today I'm going to look out vendor master details, how you can upload the vendor master details into the SAP, guys. Maybe yesterday you did it, but I'm going to repeat that again. And we are going to, if you want to do in a BDC, first you must know what is the transaction vendor master XK01. And so you need to enter some mandatory fields, guys. The company code is in a mandatory field, and also the purchase organization is also in a mandatory field 1000, okay. And also the account group, you need to select what is the vendor type, that is in a 001, guys. So these three details you must enter it, guys. You must enter it and enter. And so we need to give a name, guys. So maybe it's a vendor, it's an IBM, okay, and batch 8. So batch 801, this is my vendor, guys. So I'm creating a vendor with the IBM, and IBM the batch 8. I start with a 01 as a first record, enter. So it goes to the next screen, and you need to select the details. Let's take an example of the details, which is a company, guys. So IBM is a company, it's not a Mr. or Mrs. And maybe I will put in a name. So IBM India Private Limited 01, and search term, how you can search it. So that is in a search term IBM B801. This is the search term which I am going to use, and which is in a country India. And also some details, the mandatory fields which I have given, guys. So don't take much fields. If you take much fields, you need to create in a file, and also you need to create in a you need to do in a programming more and enter. So this is not a mandatory field. Enter. I will wait until. So leave this section bank. Actually, this is in a table control which is handled little difficult. The table control in BDC. I will explain in tomorrow's class. That is little heavy dose. So first you need to familiarize with the programming and enter. And reconciliation account is mandatory, guys. I will take in a 31,000. You need to remember this. And cash manage. If you see any tick mark, that is in a mandatory and A1. So always you need to take in a mandatory fields. So you must know what is the mandatory fields. And also enter. Always I do an enter, INR, enter, and enter. See, now the vendor record is created, guys. So this is the creation of the vendor, guys. We are going to create a vendor in the SAP system. We are going to create a vendor in the SAP system. So see, guys, vendor has been created for company code 1000 and the purchase organization 1000, guys. But whenever you create a vendor, in which table it will be stored? Whenever you create a vendor LFA1, see, I created a vendor. So go to SE16 and LFA1. So this is the system, guys. So you need to understand. So what is the vendor we created? IBM B801. See, execute, and see, guys, the data is saved in the database. This is a record by record we are going to do, but you need to create 1,000 records. So you need to enter all the records, which is a time consuming process. So I need to have one program where I can select the file. I can upload the 1,000 vendors into the SAP in a single shot. So that is the purpose of a BDC, mass upload of the data and batch upload of the data, guys. So to do this, and what I need to do, guys, first I need to do any recording. So I created the know it, then record. I know how to create the record. So if you DB, enter the SHDB and create a new recording and G XK01 and dash 8. Okay, batch 9. Okay, yeah, REC recording and transaction code. Which transaction code you need to do it? XK01 and enter and see, and you can see the this vendor. Now I will give it in a 2 now. So this sequence I will give it, and company code 1000. Whatever you enter, guys, it will capture in the recording. See, I am entering these details. So you know module pool program, every screen will have a program, every screen will have a screen number, every screen will have a screen field name, every screen will have a screen field value, guys. That's exactly the BDC data structure. And use the central manage address management. You need to select, guys, whenever you do in a BDC. Before it is not there, but when you do the recording, you have to use use central address management and enter. See, now I am going to enter the company, and now I will change this to the IBM India Private Limited 02, and search term also 02, and see, then I entered India by default country, and region is 01. So these two fields also default also, but it is entered, guys. These values are captured into the screen, India and 01. So these are all the dummy values which are using whenever I am going to create a recording. Enter, enter. This is a mandatory field. Enter, and cache management. Enter, enter, enter. Everything I'm recording. Enter, INR, enter, and enter, and see, your recording has been created. And save the recording and come back and select the recording and create a program. So this is my GEDZ 9 underscore XK01 underscore vendor underscore upload. Okay, by using session method. Again, I created a session method only, and transfer from recording, and okay. And program name is too long because it's more than 30 30, guys. And upload, you can use upload, that's it. And transfer from the recording, you need to choose, and okay. And upload vendor master. Okay, this I call it in a conversion, guys. Conversions, data conversion, I can say. So I have a legacy system Excel. I am converting the data into the SAP system. We are doing a data conversions. So that the conversion, what conversions you did, you need to tell the term they may use as conversion, which is nothing but a BDC, guys. Okay, go to the source code and ADC 9 save and go to the own request and transport for BDC transport request and okay, and it goes to the program, guys. So whenever you get in a program blindly, delete this include, okay, and BDC Dynpro BDC field should exist, okay, and delete close group and delete transaction last two and save it and total code comment, okay, total code comment. This is the best way to do in a BDC programming. Okay, you all program, I need to upload the data. So I need the parameters p underscore file and which is in a type and rl graph hyphen file name. So I'm going to use this field to upload, and also I need to browse and I need to have F4 option at selection screen on value request for p underscore file. Today I will do little fast because already I have explained this concept, and you need to call in a function module and which is in a f4 underscore file name, and here you need to pass the parameters. This is important, guys. So function module, what you pass and what you get, guys. So is always from here. So it is exporting, that means that is importing in the function module level. And go to here and psi and program is an SCPROG, and what is the screen number, which is an a system variable psi hyphen dy and an r, and this is not required. This is an optional. This is an optional. And what is the file name? Whatever you selected, that should be there in the here. And after you do this and go to start off selection, I selected the file. I placed that file on the selection screen, and you need to upload the data from file to the internal table, guys. And to do this, first let me make a file first, guys. By seeing my recording, I am going to prepare in a file. I already captured my what are the mandatory fields which are required. So go to the here and you can see, and now I am going to prepare in a file with this data and go to the BDC batch 9 and BDC file upload. Okay, sales order upload, batch 9 BDC. Okay, I'll go to here only. Maybe I can put something and new folder BDC files. Double click and create an Excel. Okay. Uh, Upload vendor master data and enter and double click, and you have first. So sorry, first record, first value. So you must enter listener and a vendor. Okay. Then you must enter company code CCO. This description for my reference, and purchase organization PORG and KTO KD account group. So better always design like this, and company, okay, title. Then I need to know the name one. These are mandatory things. Sort one, search term, okay. Then country, then region, then order. See, guys, and language. Okay, by default it will come. Maybe if you want to create different customers, different languages, yes, that is required, guys. Okay, language, then I don't bother about this. Whatever you entered, that only you need to take it, guys. Enter, but I have entered this field, guys, 31,000. Okay, this is a reconciliation account, which is in a GL account, guys. Normally this is reconciliation account, which is in a GL account. So you can see the AKONT is in a, and FDGRV, which is in a cash management group, CHHMGGROP, cash management group. And after this, and I entered a INR somewhere. So somewhere I entered in a this somewhere it should be the INR is there, currency, yes, CURN. This is the mandatory fields which I should enter to create a vendor. So now I will create IBM 0 sorry, what is the sequence we have created? B8 0102 I have used, and now I start with the 03, right? I have already used 01 and 02. Now I start with the 03, and company code is 1000, and purchase organization is 1000. This is a preparing file, guys, and this is in a 001, and title is in a company, and name one is IBM India Private Limited 03, and search term IBM uh, B803, and country India, region Andhra Pradesh, and language E only English. Reconciliation account 31,000, cash management group A1, and currency INR. See, one file I created. If you create one file, I can create 100 records, guys. So what are the records which we need to have, and change this to the 04, and select these two things and given a sequence. Okay, it comes under 93, and this is okay. And even text also I need to change like that. So go to here 04 and select do two things and do like this, and you can see it will be changed. And also the search term also, this is 03, this is the 04, and select the two things and drag until last, and okay, this is the exactly. So this you should not do like that. Okay, this is a master data, but this text I can provide whatever I want, vendor I can provide whatever I want, search term I can provide whatever I want, but the reconciliation account and all we need to configure it by FICO. So what is this company code? GL account, company code, we need to create the GL accounts for the company code, yes, but I don't know. I have my fixed GL account, I am using it. Okay, save it. So this is the records. I have created an a file, guys. See, I've created an a file. Then I need to create I need to upload the data from file to the internal table. That means I need to create an internal table, guys. So this is the steps which we need to follow. And if you want to create an internal table, go to the pattern, and most of the fields will be available in the LFA1, guys. Right? So listener, see next, a company code is not there, purchase organization is not there, account group, which is what is the field for the account group? Search the field. Here you can see account group KTO KK. So search for that. Okay, search for that and control F, KTO KK. Is it there? Yes, is it there? I'm selecting that KTO KK. Then title is, maybe I will select here, guys. So I have a name one, and I have a country land one, and I have a do you have city? City we didn't enter. Search term. Search term. You can see there is a sort L. This is a search term, and also country. We have selected the country, and region. Regio. You need to select regio and select the regio, and the language. Language is in a SPRAS. Control F, SPRAS, and you can see the field SPRAS, SPRAS, and region is selected, and reconciliation account and cash management reconciliation account. Uh, Go up always if you want to find. Control F, AKONT. Maybe it will not available here, and cash management group FDGR. We need to look the recording, guys. So it is not there. And purchase organization control F EKO RG, that is also not available. And company code data, guys, that is in a company code data, and copy it, and it's in a ty_file. Enter. I get some of the fields, but I need to get the fields from the company code data, guys. Go to here LFB1. See, I have a company code, and maybe I can search here for the EKORG, not there, and I will search for the AKONT, and see, guys, this is available in the company code data. Control F, and I go to the FDGRV, enter. See, planning group or cash management group, and these are things which are required, and copy, and okay. And I don't want this, and I don't want this. I first get me all the fields. Maybe purchase organization, I know it, guys, I know it. So now what I need to do is I need to create an internal table with sequence, same sequence with a file, and the internal table field should be in a sequence. So in order to do that, so I am going to do which one is easy for you guys. So doing this field change is little difficult, guys. So instead of that, I will change the columns in the file. See, this is my sequence. So instead of doing the change in here in the field level, I will do the change in the Excel level. What is the first field? Listener, vendor. Good. Next one is land one. Okay, country. So take this and keep this after the vendor. Drag. uh, Okay, we'll do the cut. We'll do the paste. Okay, country. Okay, next one is name one, cut, paste. And next one is the regio, cut, okay, paste. And the next one is the sort, search term, okay, cut, paste. Next one is the KTOKK, account group. Where is the account group? Where is the huh? No, my actually that are deleted, guys. Yeah, okay, now I will go uh, account group AGROP. Sorry, actually my data is gone, guys. When I do the paste, uh, I need to do insert column cells instead of the uh, no, again I need to change all this because I put on a control Z and it gone, guys. So again I need wait. Okay, that's fine. Now save. So now maybe country, okay, cut after the vendor country. Here insert cut cell, guys, then it will, whenever you paste it, it will be replaced. That's the problem. Okay, then name one, cut, insert cut cell. Okay, name one. Next regio, take the regio, cut, insert cut cell, regio, and sort L, search term, and cut, uh, insert cut cell, and KTOKK account group, cut, insert cut cell, then splash language, cut, insert, cut cell. Next, Bucharest company code, ECOVONT, cut, insert, cut cell. And where is the title? I didn't select a title, guys. Huh? And purchase organization. Okay, so take the purchase organization, cut, and insert, cut cell. Okay, so even title also cut and insert, cut cell. So company code, GL account, reconciliation account, cash management, and I need to select currency and purchase organization title. So maybe I can take the currency. Okay, WAERS and type of WAERS, and next one is you can define with the this also purchase organization EKORG. Data element also I can provide it, guys. That's not a problem. Okay, so then last one is title. Title I can put in a title, and which is in a type of title is ANRED. I think ANRED. So this is the thing. If any errors, it will give me the problems, guys. So no syntax errors. We have a exactly I defined a internal table with the same structure of a file, guys. So the sequence it should be same, guys. Otherwise the data will not be we sync with the your internal table data, and also sometimes it will give the dumps, or it will give in um, a spurious data, guys, suspicious data, which we are going to get it. Then we are going to define a internal table for the file gt underscore file, which is a type table of ty underscore. I need an internal table for the file and work area for the file and ty underscore file, and also I need to declare an internal table for the BDC data, which is a type table of BDC data, and also I need a work area for the BDC data, which is a type of BDC data, and that's it. And next one is we need to upload the now I have a required things, and I need to upload the data from a file to the internal table, and I select this, and we have a function module called so convert and uh, sorry text convert to Excel, and so I have a field line header. So that means I need to indicate to the system, see I have a line header. I need to tell the system, then only the system will consider it will remove a record from this, and I have a file which is there in the p underscore file and the selection, and the data should be uploaded to the internal table gt underscore file, and also I need a raw, and so this is my raw things, guys, and enable the exceptions. Enable if any errors while file reading, it is going to trigger an exceptions and declare an internal table, and gt underscore uh, uh, gt underscore raw, and which is a type of, and go and see the what is the reference of this internal table, and go and see SE37 and text underscore convert underscore XLS to SAP and display, and go to the importing parameter raw data, and declare with this raw just type of that it's a dummy, and go do it, and that's it, and my thing is done. Pretty printer step by step I am doing, guys. Don't wait until the all the operation, don't do anything. Ty underscore file is unknown, and ty underscore file, why? Because it should be in a types, guys. That's it, and do the syntax check. No syntax errors found. Activate and activate, and so again we are doing the same kind of code. Select the file, and my file is in the batch 9, and which is in a BDC file, vendor upload data, and execute, and it is executing the data, and it is will save the data in the internal table, guys. And since file is open, you need to take this action. So that's it, but I didn't do anything, so that's why it is not giving me any output. Now I need to process. Where is the data? Now the data is in the GT underscore file. If you want to do that, before doing this, first step is create session in SM35. So this is my steps, guys. So how can you create the session in SM35? So there is a function module BDC underscore open underscore group and enter, and you see you need to fill some parameters in the BDC open group. It will create a session in the SM35, guys. So that's what my step, create session in the SM35. I don't want all the things, and control chat, and maybe I will enable whatever the required things. Okay, I want a group, I want a hold date, I want a keep, I want a user, and that's it. And maybe always better to raise any exceptions whenever you write in a program. And here the group name is, guys, little change which I am going to do. Every time you are creating with the same session, instead of that, always I try to include my timestamp for the sessions, guys. So today I am generating 100 sessions. Every time I need to provide a unique ID for my session method. Okay, instead of hard coding, I do an BDC open group. So go to the function model BDC underscore open underscore group. So this is my BDC open group. Okay, import, and the what is that group? What is the group? Is this how much length it is? Group length, group ID, 12 character length, guys. Okay, group ID is in a session method characters is 12 characters. Okay, maybe I will take that as an reference. Maybe I declare in a one variable. So declare the variable. This is a variable, guys. So gv underscore session, and which is a type of this. So I am going to always put the session method in here dynamically. So what I will do, concatenate, okay, and my session name, it's a vendor xk01 concat. This is a vendor method, guys. Maybe I can put it in a vend. Okay, and always I need in a date, guys. Date, I don't want in a year, I always need in a date. Every day the date will be changed. Okay, how can I get in a date, guys? From the, I need in a today's only date. Can anybody tell me the logic? I want to only today's date, not month and year. Huh? You need to use offset. Yeah, I want an answer for that. What offset you are going to use it? What offset you are going to use it? So maybe today psi hyphen data, then no zero. I want a date. First 0 of 4 is the year, 4 of 2 is the month, 6 of 2 is the date, guys. So this is the logic I would like to put, and I need in a time. So psi hyphen UZEIT, which then is 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 4, 12 characters exactly. But the timestamp will change, guys. Every second it will change the timestamp. You will be getting in a unique, every second you will get a unique session ID, guys, and into my gv underscore session. So every time I create a unique name for the session method. So here I will pass that session, guys, gv underscore session. This is the dynamically creating a session name, guys, and hold date is psi data, psi hyphen data, and keep equal to the x, and user equal to the psi unit. Who executed is eligible to process that, guys, and control s save. Yes, when you open the session you have to close it. So last, call the close group pattern. In the last you need to use the close group, guys, and close close group and enter. That's it. The code is done, opened and closed. But in between I need to process the data by using BDC insert. If you want to process the data, you have to replace the dummy values with your internal table values, and you need to process the records from the internal table, guys. So do the already start of selection I did it right. So no need to have any start of selection, and first record by record you need to process. Loop at internal table gt and file into gs underscore file. Simple. All this code, all the values should be processed record by record, right? And end loop. So that's it, simple. And go here and now enable all the code, guys. Now until this, don't enable this code. And now you need to, this is dummy values. When we do the recording, that we have used these values, guys, but the real values are from the file. So you have to replace these dummy values with the real values which are there in the internal table. So first record, the record comes into the work area, and after this I have a data in the work area and replace the dummy value from the work area. So first record is this. So to make you given a reference, I will keep as it is. I don't delete it. Hyphen, what is the field name? LIFNR. That's it. Replace it. What is this field? GS underscore file hyphen company code, which is an A Bucharest. That's it. And I comment the value, which is an A GS underscore file hyphen EKORG, and that's it. And this is an account group GS underscore file. That's why, guys. So I have given the same fields. You will confuse it. I have created the same fields with the internal table field. Some people will give whatever they like it, but it's not a best standard, because whatever you do a recording, internal table fields also take the same thing. Then only you will not be having any confusion when you do the BDC, guys. So don't change the fields in the internal tables. Always make sure that, otherwise you need to come here. Okay, what is the field for the listener? What is the field for the land one? Everything you need to uh, match it, guys. So that's the thing. That is the technique we need to use, and which is an KTO KK and account group, and which is this. And this is okay. This is an hard coded value. So until this screen is completed, and here one screen, new screen, and here program screen. That means it's in the second screen, guys. In the second screen, we are giving a company. See, this is my company, and GS underscore file hyphen the title which I have given, guys. Title I have given different field, I think. Uh, title, title. See, I have given a title. Actually, you need to see, guys. I need to refer. See, if I create a NRED, but that's not a problem. But I have given my own field. That's why I need to give that field only. See what I need to give. TITLE, and this is my thing, and this is name one, GS underscore file hyphen name one, and next one is search ton. Okay, this is an GS underscore file hyphen search ton SO RTL, and next one is country. This is a region. Sorry, this is a region. GS underscore file hyphen regio, and we have a language. Language is GS underscore file hyphen language splash, and splash, and this is the one. And this is until this one screen is done. The next screen, Kunar, this is not required, and this is another screen. Enter. See, every enter I have a new screen. So I will go until, so this is the new screen. See, guys, here I did a 31,000 reconciliation account GS underscore file hyphen AKO NT. This is a reconciliation account, and this is a cash management group GS underscore file hyphen cash management group FDGRV. This is my field for the FDGRV. Then I entered in a this is okay. I didn't enter any value. This is okay. I didn't enter any value. And this is, yeah, here I have entered in a value for the currency INR. So GS underscore file hyphen currency RWAER. That's it. I have replaced all the dummy values with my internal table values, guys. So country field is missing. Land was incorrect. IN, where I have entered an IN. Yeah, perfect. GS underscore file hyphen land one. That's it. Control S. So now I am going to do a syntax check. It will give me the error or not. If I give the error, why? Yeah, subroutine is called, but subroutine is not defined. With the subroutine, we are going to fill the BDC data structure, guys. For the field mapping, we are going to do a filling of a BDC data where we are going to fill program, screen name, screen number, and dine begin, field name, and field values. All these are same, guys. Program, screen number, this is a field name, field value, field name, field value, field name, field value. The screen field name, the screen field value, which you need to map it. So to do that, double click on this and yes, and check the main program. And see, guys, first one comes as a program, second one comes as a screen. Since it is in a Dyn Pro subroutine, so always you must clear this, guys. So gs underscore bdc data, that's what we have seen. And gs underscore bdc data and hyphen the program first one and program, and which is equal to the stored in the first variable, first parameter. Okay, and the second parameter is control C and control V and control V and append gs underscore bd. These are shortcuts to write the program, guys, and gt underscore bdc data. And I know what to write. So here you can see a Dyn Pro is a screen number. What is the screen number? Second parameter is a screen number, guys. So second parameter is 21. But the next one more field we need to have a Dyn begin, and which is equal to the x, and which is equal to the x. That's it. Uh, I did an implementation for the control C and pretty printer, and I did it here. Next error is then for field names and field values, which you need to fill it out. So that is in a second subroutine, and click on this and S and select the second subroutine and go and 25 26 control VC. I have reduced a lot of efforts now. So I'm going to fill in a field name and which is equal to the 25. The first field name comes as a first parameter, and a field value which is will comes as a second parameter, and f control space and which is a field value which is a 26, guys. And I don't want the third one. That's it, simple and pretty printer. Do the save, do the syntax check. No syntax errors found, guys. Today I did in 20 minutes or 30 minutes of the BDC, guys. That's it. And but after you fill the BDC data, then you need to call something to process your data. That is in a BDC insert. Every record, guys, see, I am putting inside the loop means every record I put the session. I created a session. Every, suppose I have 90 records now. The 90 records, every record I am processing into the same session. So if you want to process every record, we need to call the BDC insert inside in a loop inside, guys. So BDC underscore insert and enter, and you need to fill here. So what is the transaction code which you are using to upload the vendors, and what is the internal table, guys? Not, don't put in a GT file, guys, here. So you have to put xk01 and the Dyn Pro. What, where is the data now? The field map data which is there in the GT underscore BDC data, guys. This is very, very important. So don't put GT underscore file. People think we need to process GT underscore file. It doesn't work out, guys. Some people will score file. It doesn't work out. That data we need to record that data. How we need to map to the screen. So always, guys, you need to after you process, you have to refresh. So what is the data which you have processed, and it will go and it will process the next data, guys. So that's it. And save pretty printer, do the activate. I don't do I expect some errors maybe. So I will come here and I will put on a breakpoint after reading the file. See, so see, I will put on a breakpoint after reading the file, guys, and execute and select the file. And it's a vendor master upload and execute and okay and yes, and it goes to the debugger. Now go to the GT underscore file and see the records, guys. See, listener is fine, land one is fine. Ratio should be 0 1 guys, not the 1. Okay, so that is the one problem which I am getting. Okay, the second thing is a KTO KK also 001, it's not a 1. And this is also one more problem. Fish, yeah, I got an E. These things should be corrected guys. So if I want to correct that, prefix zeros, oh shit. So you need to make this field as an a text field guys. So go to the format cells and make this field as an a text field and put an a 001. Okay, and copy the same thing to the all the things. Okay, and also one more thing is 001 account group region. This field also region also you need to make as an a text field and make this as an a 01. Take this and go control V, save. So this preparation is always guys. Now I will execute the uh, language English. EN, I think it's E is sufficient maybe. So I will do that again. So come back and execute and so saved it and select, and now it comes to the debugger. We'll see now F5 and see guys, my session name is wend. What is the date? 20, right? And time is 11:46 guys. So now the session name is this one. Okay, 20:11:46 time. Okay, 01 seconds. Okay, it will create the session with the same size abarc check 0. That means session is created in SM35 and GT underscore file. And the first record is my IBM 03 guys. So now you can see the first parameter is CS. You need to understand here. In the subroutine using, I'm passing a first parameter program, second parameter as a screen. Suppose if I want to debug inside, press F5. See guys, first parameter comes as a program, second parameter comes as a screen number. That I am mapping to the BDC data program and BDC data screen number and then begin equal to X. So I did an append. Okay. Then now you can see first one is I do F6 guys. I do F6 to make you more clear. Here you can see this is my field BDC field perform. The first field is field name, the screen field name in the screen. The second one is the value. See, this is my value. So I am going to map the screen field name. See, this is my screen field name and this is my screen field value. I map these two things, guys. That's it. And like this, I map all the fields. All the fields. Okay, listener, name one, land one, everything I am filling it. Everything I am filling it. Okay. F6 means it will execute entire block. Okay. Okay, it's already done. One record is processed, guys. Now I did a refresh like this. It will process how many records? So it will process 93 minus 1. It's 92 records, which is it is going to process and F8. That is done, guys. Now where do you process the BDC records? Where do you process the BDC records? S35 and go to the C guys. Mine is C unique number dynamically. See vendor 20 date 11:43 there is one session, 11:46 there is one session. That's the way you need to create the sessions. Otherwise you cannot determine which session is created when, guys. So select this and unlock the session and process the session and select a foreground mode or background mode. First vendor first time will process in the foreground mode See guys, so you can see here, and the see guys, each field is mapped automatically. See, and enter, and enter, and enter, and enter, 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 and my favorite student Sai will come and complete all this process. He will not come, so my another Sai will come today. Come. So he is bored and by pressing enter, we can process all this. 90. So can anybody tell what is the steps which we need to whenever we do in a BDC? Stand and tell. Tell. Okay. Ah, 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 ah. So tell me shortcut. Uh, uh, doing there. What you are doing there? The functionality. You need to do the recording. Yeah. Yeah. Then. Uh, uh, Increase your energy. You are very slow. Okay. If I take the interview, it takes 1.5 hour. Okay. Uh, Energy levels you need to increase. Uh, 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 what will do? What function model will do? Uh, yeah. Memory power. Next, that is also important. Uh, Naveen. Okay, you sit. 10 minutes, 5 minutes is completed. Next. Huh? See, we are doing same thing 3 days. Five steps. What are the steps which we need to do when we want to do in a BDC? Uh, do the recording. Yes. First step. Second, program. Second step. Next. Uh, okay. Yeah. You need to prepare the file. Perfect. Third step. Next. Not the sequence. You can tell anyway. Okay. These are all the things which are required. Yeah. Uh, 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 how do you select the file? How do you upload the file? Hmm? What is that? What the what the functionality you are doing in ABAP? How do you upload the file? That is my question. So your answer should be we need to design a input screen. You need to talk technically, guys. Technical terms we have to use it. We have to design a selection screen to select an a file to upload an a file. How do you design the selection screen? My next question. So we have to use selection only one file. Always we select, we use parameters and the reference with the RL graph file name. My next question, how do you get in a browse option? So if you want to browse, we need to press F4. If you want to get a press F4 functionality on the file, so you should use an event at selection screen on value request. And how do you get exactly that browser? So we have to call the function module inside that selection screen output, the F4 underscore file name. Then yes, I have selected the file. How do you upload the data from file to the internal table? So you must declare an internal table first, then you need to call in a function module text convert xls to sap. Yes, now I have the data. This is my program flow. I have the data in my internal table. How can you process the data from internal table? By using loop at internal table into work area, then we have a recorded subroutines which should be inside loop and loop. But which process you'll select to process BDC? There are two methods. One is session and a call transaction. I will use a session method for now. And what are the function modules which are used in the BDC session method? BDC open group, BDC insert, BDC close group. What these function modules will do? BDC open group will create a session and create the session. Then close group, immediately you need to close the group. And if you want to do any inserting, you need to do any field mapping. How can you do the field mapping? By using subroutines BDC Dyn Pro and BDC BDC Dyn Pro Dyn field Dyn field. No, there are two subroutines, BDC Dyn Pro, another one is field, yeah. So BDC Dyn Pro, we will map program name, screen number, screen begin, Dyn begin, and BDC field, we map the field name and field value, create the subroutines too. Then later, so the same thing will be applicable for all the subroutines. And one more thing, you need to, whenever you use any recording, transfer the recording to the program, you will see any dummy values which we have used in the recording. That values should be replaced with your work area values. And after all you replace, you need to call in a BDC insert, where you need to pass in a transaction code and internal table with the BDC data. Then it will create a session with this data and it will be there in the SM35. And go to the SM35, select your recording and unlock your recording, and then process your recording. There are two modes. One is background mode and another one is the that in the foreground mode, guys. This is the steps in the BDC session method, guys. So what is the advantage of the BDC session method? So BDC session will create a log file by default. So whenever you process it, you can see how many records are processed, how many records are errored status, guys. That's one of the advantage of a BDC session method. The logs will be created by default, guys. So, and also the disadvantage of a session method is, so you processed the program in one program, but you are processing the data in another transaction. Suppose as an end user, I don't want to process, I would like to display the results in my the same transaction. So what I will do, I will create a who are all there? We have 30, huh? Nah. We'll see if I cancel, what will happen. Okay, so we'll do. So we updated something, canceling process now, guys. Okay. Mm. How do you cancel it? Slash NBEND, enter. Okay. Slash slash NEX, enter. I terminated the session, guys. So we'll see the records are whatever the until 62 we did almost 62 we did WLCOME 1 2 3 4. So I am cancel the session, guys. So what it is going to do, what the BDC, I am going to see the log, guys, SM35, and see the this one, and you can see the search logs. See almost 62 results are total 92. See processed 58 records, but to be processed 34, guys. So the total logs it is going to give it, guys. So this has given entire session log. This we call it in a log file, guys. So this will be automatically handled in the session method. See, until this it gives me processed, but next records, see still it is in a blank status. Up to 58 records it is processed. The remaining process we terminated, and it is in the status of blank. And here it is showing to be processed is 34 records, 58, and the current we have processed. So that is the log file. Session will provide a log. Select this, and by default it provides a log file, guys. That's a session method. That's a session method, guys. And so now what I told, but how do you capture the same thing? I need to do in the same transaction, guys. So maybe SC38. This is important. Maybe BDC Vendara. Okay, star F4. It is in 9 XK. Okay, this is the program for the session method. So I copy this program. I will do as it is, and which is in a call transaction method. I'm going to copy the entire program, guys. Everything I need to copy the entire program and save this. Okay. Okay. Change the same program session, guys. Comment the session method code. Don't write session method code. I don't want this code. And also, I don't, if it is no open, no close, right? Simple. If you are no close, you doesn't open, right? And also, this code also I don't want. The code which is related to the this case, and save. And instead of this case, simple, there is a syntax called call transaction syntax, case. I will use a call transaction. Okay, call transaction code xk0 caps xk01, and using in the BDC insert what data you use, gt underscore BDC data. Simple, using gt underscore BDC data. Same here you given transaction code, here you are given a transaction code, here you have given a data, here using this data. Apart from this, we have another things, guys. But when you go to the session method, you are selecting which mode you are going to process the data. So that we call here code we are going to write, guys. Which mode you are going to process the data? Mode is an a all screen display. There are three things we can do: all screen display, no screen display. That means it doesn't show any screens, only error screen display. We can do in three ways, but I am going to do this time with a no screen display, guys. That means it doesn't show any screen. It doesn't show any screen. Possible things we can do N, we can do E, or we can do N A. Okay, N means it doesn't. You cannot see any data. It system will do an enter for you. Here I am doing an enter, right? If you put N, you no need to do any enter. Automatically system do it for you and see, and in which mode you need to update. There is an update mode, guys. So there is synchronous and asynchronous, guys. So asynchronous means it doesn't wait until the database operation is performed. So synchronous means it will wait until the record is updated. Once the record is updated, then it will come and it will process the next data, guys. Update mode is yes, mode, is it correct? Update, mode update. Why the okay? I put on a period. That's the problem. Don't put in a period. Next, guys, you need to capture whether it's an error record or success record. So the log file you need to handle in the call transaction method. So if you want to, suppose I didn't update, I didn't a call transaction. So whether that record is successfully updated or not, okay, the log things will be comes into the okay one internal table, guys. Messages into okay messages into GT or BDC MSG COLL. So this is the internal table which will have all the log record of your transaction, guys. This is very important. Okay, simple. You need to use this and mode no display, no screen display. I don't display any screen, and update is equal to S. In the syntax you need to write it, and messages into the GT underscore BDC MSG call. So if the record is updated, the record, if it is success, it will give success message. If it is an error, it will give an error. This case, pretty printer, and do this, and maybe so simply I have an a GT underscore BDC MSG call, guys. So I am going to take this, and so which is a record by record which we are doing over here, guys. So what I am going to do is I'm going to uh, declare this internal table. So what is the structure of BDC MSG call? So I have given there itself. If you want to declare this internal table, and I have given a clue GT underscore BDC MSG COLL, and the type table of, tell me what is the structure which we need to use for this BDC MSG COLL, guys. That's it. And GS underscore BDC MSG COLL, and which is a type of BDC MSG COLL. That's it. See, if you want to see this structure and see, guys, you can see. So what is the transaction type, guys? What is the message type which you have used to process? And what is the message here? Can anybody tell what is the type of messages? What is the type of mess? Yeah, so the error, warning, success. So it will give in this result. If it is success record, message type equal to S. If it is error record, the message type equal to E. If it is a warning, it will give a W. That's exactly this field. And also, what, tell me, can anybody tell me what is message ID? Huh? Uh, Message class ID SC91, right? So that is the message ID. What is the message number? You know the message number. You write some text on the number, right? Message number. It will give all the details, guys. And also it will give whatever the transaction which is created. Vendor number is created, right? The vendor number will be available in the MSG V1. So tell me when I will consider this record is an error record or success record. So I processed the record, and the log will be stored in the GT underscore BDC MSG call. So tell me, how can I tell whether it is a success record or error record? First read, always first look for an error record, guys. Negative reverse engineering. Okay, don't look for any success. If there is an error, that total record is an error. Okay, if there is warning success are comes into the success record, guys. Always, whenever you do any log file for the errors, first always look for an error record. If the error record is there, that means you need to consider that record as an error record. If no record exists, you need to consider it as a success record, guys. So can anybody gives me the logic? How can error record now? So I have already explained the BDC MSG call. What are the fields which we have? Tell me, how can I read an error record? Hmm? So we have the total log records in this internal table. How can you read the error record from this internal table? Correct. Tell me. Yes, you're guessing correct only. I'm hearing something from this. Huh? How can you do size of RC? Where do you do size of RC? What you are going to do in a size sub RC? So use the read table GT underscore BDC MSG COLL into GS underscore BDC MSG COLL with the key which is having error or success or failure or warning MSGTYP. So which is having a value of error. See, I will read this record with the error. If any error record is exist, if psi hyphen sub rc which is equal to 0, that means which is an error record. Else, what is that record? Which is an success record, guys. So here I am going to update the error record and success records, guys. Maybe if I want to do that, maybe I will take in a two fields in the file data, guys. See, in the this is important, guys. Everybody, uh, guys who are sitting there also, you have to look at this. Okay, I need to update a status record of that particular record. Okay, maybe I will put a status code like this only, status code msgtyp. Same thing I am going to take and type msgtyp. And my next one is a status, and which is a type of, okay, 100 characters I am going to take is char 100. I can take it. Okay, that is my first one. Will have a status code, whether E or S or W, and I will put an if it is an error, I put an error status. If it is a success, I will put a success record. So here I will come to here. Simple. So first case is error or success. This this branch error or success, error, because I am reading the record with E. So size sub RC 0 means there is an error record. So that's why it's an error. So GS underscore file hyphen my message type, which is equal to the, okay, error. This is my error record. I'm passing in a error record. GS underscore file hyphen, okay, status and file hyphen to that status S I. Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, correct. Save pretty printer and come here. This logic is important, guys. Only call transaction, the same logic, only this one is differs. Okay, so go to the status, control space. Now you get a nice status, and I'm going to write, okay, error in BDC processing, error in BDC processing, else success in BDC processing. All right, success, it becomes a success record. So successfully, a record successfully updated in SAP. A record successfully updated in SAP. So save and pretty printer. And but I did here but this should be updated in the internal table. So what you need to do? No, no, first statement, tell me I'm not using field symbol here. So here I have passed the data. First record, see guys, first record it is looping. I'm processing the data into database by using call transaction method. And so if it is an error, I updated those two fields as an error or success. But the same values should be reflected in the internal table. Yeah, you need to use an see guys, requirements are here. So modify the internal table operations, modify gt underscore file, and from where you will modify the updated fields is index. You need to not, don't take site tabix here. Site tabix comes here from here guys, so don't use the site tabix here. So I will give the logic for this. Take lv underscore the record starting you need to take the tabix and transporting which fields you have changed. MSG, TYP. See, guys, I told many times, no one is explaining the modified state. You changed what fields you changed, MSG type you changed, and status you have changed. But this index should be always so in the top, guys. So whenever you do any loop, the record index comes on immediately, guys. So here you need to take an index LV underscore index of tabix, which I have defined tabix, and always you need to do a site tabix. You have to capture here guys. Why? Because suppose whenever I do in a loop, the site tabix value is suppose 10th record. This is the value is in a 10th record, but in the code below also there is a read table statement. Even read table will give also in a site tabix value. So but this error record is in a first record, but that site abix value is changed, right? So don't consider the site, don't write a hard coding of site abix here. Instead of here, so capture that, keep that site abix in another variable, and keep that another variable, use that index in the below guys. This is very, very important. Whenever you would like to do this internal table, you need to update and you need to take the site abix over here itself guys. So very, very important step that is. And now this is a big combination of the uh, we are going to do in a combination of reports and BDC here over here guys. uh, Psi tabix I use, see, I use the report as well as the BDC in a single program, uh, ty psi hyphen tabix. So this will work guys. And see, now this is modified, and this is modified. The internal table is modified with the field, message type, and status. So predict printer. So I will process all the records. After processing all the records guys, I am going to display the output. So display the status records in ALV VOVO ABAP output. See, we are combining two concepts into the single program and call. I'm going to use SALV call method CL underscore SALV underscore table, and the static method which we need to use is which method we need to use. Gatam, forgot. Okay, factory is the method guys, and control space enter. See, combining the two things and the records which are there in the gt underscore file with the status we have updated, and capture that object, the SALV object, into the GO underscore ALV, and you need to declare an object in the top declaration. And I didn't introduce the inline declarations GO underscore ALV, and type ref to CL underscore SALV underscore table. So that's it. And I'm going to call method. Which method will display the data? 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 Which method will display the data in in display is the method, and controls P enter. That's it guys. Only two lines of the code guys. I can say this total code is one line. This code is two line. The declaration is third line. With the three lines, we can display the ALV output by using SALV output, SALV tables, guys. That's it. Now I blindly execute my transaction, guys. So maybe I will process one record with a call transaction. So now I need to change until 58 the records are updated. I will delete the file, or else I will process again the same file, guys. What will happen, we'll see. And also, guys, one more thing, whenever you do this, so always you need to refresh the every record will have an every log file. So same BDC data, even you need to refresh the BDC MSG call as well, guys. So this is also important. Why? Because every record individual status which we are having, if you don't refresh it, this log goes to the next record as well, guys. So that's why I always prefer to refresh the if you use the call transaction method, refresh this, refresh that. And I am going to very good, even I will introduce the good debugging technique as well in this. So I know what I am going to do. So put on a breakpoint. Already you know until here. You are very good at until here. So I have changed only this statement. I put on a next breakpoint over here. So execute the transaction and select the file. Select the file. I'm processing same records, but some records are updated already. Some records are the new. So what is the status and what is the how the SAP will update them? We are going to see now, guys. And see and okay and okay and go to the debugger and first record, okay, and the first record is an IBM 03 and which is already there in the database. See SE16N and LFA1, and this record is already exist in the database, and you can see the record is created, but I am trying to reprocess the same record, right? See, guys, site tabix value now. This is a first record I captured into the LV underscore tabix, and LV underscore tabix value is also 1. And process do the field mapping. The field mapping is same call transaction and as well as the session. There is no difference at all. And my next is F8. It will stop in the call transaction. So GTBDC data, you have 44 records. Update is no mode. That means you can before session you are able to see the data. N means it will execute in the background, guys. See, I put an F6, guys. Seconds it is executed. Within the seconds, guys, system is executed for you. And go to the GTBDC, my result will comes into here. So go to here and see the record. And guys, message type, here you can see there is an error. Message type, there is an error. What is the error, guys, here? What is the error you are expecting? Huh? It's an already exist here. But what is the message class here? F2. We'll see what is the message, guys. So if you want to see, you need to go to the message class. So SE91 and F2 is the message, and F2 is the message, and message number is message number is 167. And go to the 167. This is the message ID. This is the message number and the message type. And display, and you can see vendor. See, the ampersand means the first parameter. The what is the first parameter here is MSGV1. See, vendor IBM 803 already exists for the company code and purchase organization. So this is the error record which is giving the same message I need to display normally, but I am displaying in a generic message. So I will tell how exactly we can display that message, but I have hard coded this in error in BDC processing, guys. See, I'm reading with here. I read in a read table with message type equal to E. If you find only one single error, that means I will consider total record is an error record. So I'm reading the table F5. See, size of RC 0. That means there is a record for the error. That means it's an error record. Go here, and updated the message type as an error and status as an error in BDC recording. But you have changed only the data in the work area. The same should be GT